Okay, now we're unhitched from the car. What we do is drop all 4 stabilisers, one from each corner, releasing from this point here, outwards, down towards the ground like so. With your winder handle that's located in the boot, just lock it onto that point there and wind it down to the ground. Don't overwind your stabilisers, you just want a firm tension against the ground. Rightio, now all the stabilisers have been dropped and the van is level, we can go around and undo all the roof clips. And always make sure all 4 roof clips are undone before winding the roof up. The 2 fridge vents, just for ventilation, your gas and electric, as well as your 12 volt while you're travelling. So try not to cover them up when you are at a campsite or when you're in isolated areas, just so I can breathe and ventilate. Most of these larger vans come with the 2 water fillers, so front tank and rear tank. In order to fill those up, just take the cover off like so. Find the hole in the centre, you're feeding the hose down into the hole just like so. It's got a breather up the top there, so once the tank's full, it'll spurt out water, and away you go. Take it out, cap back on, and do it back up with your key. Mains pressure water, you're just undoing this from here. Back on your gardenia connection, and when you're at your campsite, hook your mains pressure onto there and away you go. Okay, now connecting the power, 15 amp lead, so it's a larger prong on the bottom than your standard 10 amp connection. So this is going to run all your 240 appliances, power points, fridge and microwave, as well as the C-Tech charger that's on board. Inside the boot here, you've got your battery pack running with your 12 volt on board. There's also a C-Tech charger. That's a charger for the battery. It'll operate from 240 power down to 12 volt to keep the battery charged up and ready to go. The next one up the top there is the orange one, which is your power selector. That'll operate on both position where it is now, which will operate from 240 as well as 12 volt at the same time. So it's a 240 and 12 volt system, both ready to go. From both there, onto car battery. Car battery, in case of emergencies where you haven't got battery power in the van, you can draw power from the car to run your van as well. Next setting, off position, while it's in storage, so you're not using any battery power at all, running the battery down, have it in off position, that's just while it's in storage. Next one around is van battery. The van battery will only operate off the battery on board. It's pretty much not applicable. To save the headaches, I would just leave it on both, which will operate 12 volt as well as 240, and if you're in isolated areas, it'll just operate off 12 volt power by itself. Below here, there's your jacking points. In case of emergency, blown tyre, what you'll need is a jacking system that's on board in the boot, and that's where your jacking points from. The solid hose down here, connection on the end of there, solid hose on the end of that, run it away from your campsite to your silage pit. So that's coming from the sink outlet. Antenna connection for your TV, so it plugs in from underneath, corresponding connection on the inside for your television. It's all a matter of what kind of mount you're going to have at the side of the van. Tyre pressure for the van is between 35 and 40 psi, factory standard, so make sure you stay between those specifications while out on the road. So your 12 volt connection here, run 12 volt appliances on the outside of the van, connects just from underneath here, plugs in from there. Alright. 240 outlet, so when you've got the awning set up you can have appliances plugged in underneath, and away you go. Also got the picnic table on the side here. It's that easy. Once all 4 roof clips are undone, what we need to do now is put the awning into roll down position. That allows us to push the roof up from the inside.